Welcome back to our channel. We are Blackhawk K-9, a relationship-based dog training company who shares their training journey and connects with clients through this channel. If you're interested in learning more or following along on the journey, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
We are going to be looking at Board and Train Knox's week 2 update. We worked a ton on dog neutrality. We started on our introducing the down, engagement, reconditioning the e-collar, healing, and of course more dog neutrality. So for his videos, I always like to make them a little bit different where they're not cut in bits and pieces. You can just see a full session. I really like to do that with reactivity because I think it really kind of showcases what the progress and the progression looks like. So you can see he has a lot of energy right now. It's because there's actually a dog up on the hill. Throughout this session, you're going to see Eliza ask her to come closer and closer, and you'll see his threshold when he starts to get close to, and occasionally we'll try and move forward out of it. So you're going to watch how she interacts with him. There's going to be a lot of payment here, a lot of positive reinforcement, and we're really only going to ask for anything when it's appropriate and when he's ready and in the right mental state. So something that's really important for us to note here is that reactivity is a mental state. It is a heightened state of anxiety. You can see a little bit of jumping there. She's asking to stop with leash pressure, but it's a heightened state of arousal, of excitement. I think in my last video, I used the word aggressively in a context to explain the capacity in which he was pulling, and it was misunderstood to say that he is dog aggressive. I'm not sure if he's dog aggressive. We actually haven't put him with another dog to find out. My first job is to make him neutral. And then if he has interest in playing with other dogs, then we'll work on that and introducing him. And if he doesn't, he just has to remain neutral. That's really all I care about. You can see a lot of really good choices there. She's not saying anything. She's just waiting for him to choose to re-engage with her. And right now he's eating some food off the ground. But it's really, really important to note that this is not necessarily aggression. It's just a heightened level of arousal that we call reactivity. It doesn't necessarily mean, like, reactivity can look aggressive where there's a lot of barking and lunging and things of that capacity, but our labs, our retrievers, a lot of those dogs will do that too because they want to go and they want to greet. So you can see he went there a little bit. He made a choice. He sat back down when he felt the pressure. He looked at her and she paid him and immediately released him out of that. Every time you can see that she's actually stepping back, or she's creating more space away from that dog as a separate reward. So not only is she rewarding him with kibble, she's also rewarding him with space when he makes good choices. So here he's just eating off the ground. We love that he's choosing to eat off the ground. Again, she's asking the dog to come closer several times now, and he's making choices. She's doing a little bit of obedience now. Sit it down. And he's getting paid. So now he's immediately up. He's not having the opportunity to fixate here because he's so quickly getting moved around, and you can see the space she creates every time. Absolutely beautiful. We love to see the changing of the emotional state, letting him make the choices. She's not forcing him to look at her. She's not saying eyes or even saying his name. She's giving him choices. You can see he's making a choice there. And as he'll choose to make a good choice, he can re-engage. Reactivity is not pretty. It's not perfect. We really don't want him to make those reactions, but as we go closer and closer in threshold, sometimes it's just going to be too much for him. So that was right at the border of where he's comfortable with, which is why you had that little bit of reactivity right there. You can see that she understood the last time that we're on that border, so she immediately put food in front of his face to try to help move him out and let him know that there was a better choice even as the dog comes closer. You can see she's moving him closer again, and he is really nicely engaged and still making good choices. So we absolutely love to see that. Our goal here is neutrality. Our goal is never to make a dog dog friendly. Our goal is always neutrality, and that comes in building engagement with ourselves rather than the environment, and building ourselves up so we hold more value than whatever else is around them. So that's really what you're seeing here, is the building of neutrality, working in a very light obedience because we don't want to suppress that behavior, but mostly just working on trying to get him to choose to re-engage.
All right, guys, that is all that we have today for our weekly Board and Train update. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to find out how we can help you reach your training goals with your dog, please reach out to us, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.